Hi, sixth graders. This is Ms. Reynolds, and I'm going to show you just a review of what we've been talking about in class with addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. So try to make everything small so you can see. All right. So you'll recognize these problems from our study guide, I think. So I've just rewritten them here to make sure that you know how to line up the decimals. Talked about that. And then you've got to pay attention to whether this is addition or subtraction. Okay. So this is subtraction. So I'm going to put in a subtraction sign. It is not letting me put in a subtraction sign. So let me try again. Okay, well, I've got my drawing tool on. I'm not sure what's happening. There it is. Okay. All right, so you know when we are subtracting that we have to put in the placeholder zeros. If you're adding, you don't necessarily have to do it, although I do think it's a good idea. But if you're subtracting, you have to do it so that you can regroup if you need to. All right, so here we have 0 minus 8. If you were thinking that you should put an 8 down here, no, that would be wrong, right? Because this is saying 0 minus take away 8, okay? So I can't do that. If I have 0 Oreos, up top is what I have, down below is what I want. I can't eat 8 of them, right? All right. So I can't do this, so I'm going to need to go to the place value next door and borrow or regroup 1. And remember, it's always 1. You take 1. Okay, if I take 1, it leaves me 0 here. And you put 10. Okay, I put a little tens place up here, but some of y'all mark out the 0 and put a little 10 up here. Whatever is fine. All right, so then 10 minus 8 is 2, right? All right, the next place I go to, well, shoot, I just took 1, and now I'm left with 0, so I'm going to have to go to the next place value. Remember, take 1, which means the number will just go down 1. And when you take 1, it becomes 10 of the place on the right. Okay, so now I've got 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Okay, the next thing I do is bring down my decimal. You could even bring it down, and a lot of people like to do it before you even start so you don't forget. I usually do it in the order that I'm moving. Okay, and here you have 4 minus 0, which is 4. Okay, so we checked this in class. Remember, I put it on the board. These problems were not terribly hard, right? They're not nearly as hard as some of the ones we've been working on. Okay, so now we're going to go to number 25. 9 and 501 thousandths minus, so it's a minus, and I want to put a minus sign, 45 hundredths. Okay, so I'm subtracting. So even though this number is not what I'm subtracting from, I'm still putting in my zeros because I need to put zeros in for subtraction. So now I can see this is 1 take away or minus 0. Well, that's just 1. Now I've got 0 take away 5. That is not 5 because I can't take away 5 from 0. So I go next door and I take 1, which leaves me 4. And that 1 becomes 10. Take 1, put 10. Okay, so now I have a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Oh, good. Look, 4 minus 4 is 0. I'm not going to have to regroup. Then here's my decimal. And then I have 9 minus 0 is 9. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Does anybody see what I see? This would be my fault in setting this problem up incorrectly, isn't it? What's wrong? Well, it does not have the decimal lined up, right? So let's just rewrite it here real quick. 27. Now I want to focus on where the decimal is. If I just see a number that looks like 27, it is 27. So think about what would that look like in dollars? Well, if you, and I'm going to cross, y'all are used to me crossing my sevens there, so I'm going to cross my 7. And that was supposed to be a little decimal, but didn't turn out right. Let me do it again. If you had saw $27, if something in the store was costing $27, you would see 27 and 0 cents, right? 0 dimes, 0 pennies. So 27 has a decimal right after it. All right, and I'm adding 185 thousandths. Where does the decimal go? Right below, right? All right, so here is 100, oops, a little bit big, 85 thousandths. Okay, so some of you thought this was the simplest one, and it probably is. Look, I am adding, so I'm going to put a plus. The thing that threw people off on this one was not putting the decimal after the 7. Okay. All right. Now this is addition, so I don't necessarily have to have a 0 above the 5, but I'm going to put it just because I like to have every place filled. Okay, so I have 0 plus 5 is 5, 0 plus 8 is 8, 0 plus 1 is 1. Bring down the decimal. That happens in addition and subtraction. The decimal comes straight down. Bring down the 7 because there's nothing to add to it. I could put a 0 in front of it. And then bring down the 2. Usually we don't put a 0 there, but you could. Okay? All right. 2 more subtraction. Oh, no, this next one's addition. Okay. So, whoa, did not mean to do that. Let's take that off. Okay. All right. So here we have 79 and 2 tenths minus 8 and 642 thousandths. All right. So, of course, in subtraction, you remember that the first number must go on the top, right? That's what you're taking away from. Okay, so now I have these 2 blank places, so I want to make sure I fill them with a 0. Okay, and I am subtracting, so I'm going to put that subtraction sign in. All right, so here I have 0 minus 2, which I can't do. So I go next door, that is also a 0. Minus 4, I cannot do that. So I can't borrow anything from the 0, so I'm going to have to go to the 2 and take how many? 1. Always only take 1. And that 1 becomes 10 in the place next to it, right? So I've got a little 10 there, okay? But look, I still can't subtract 0 minus 2. So that means I'm going to need to regroup over here. So go to that place, take 1. So that means go down by 1, which will leave me 9. But that 1 you took becomes a 10, correct? Okay. So now I have 10 minus 2. I can do that, and the answer is 8. 9 minus 4, the answer is 5. 1 minus 6. If I have 1 Oreo, I can't eat 6. So I'm going to go to the place next door to regroup. Okay, so take 1. Take 1. That means the 9 goes down by 1. Take 1, put 10. So if I put a 10 with a 1 that was already there, that is 11. Now I have 11 minus 6. 5. Bring down the decimal. Then I have 8 minus 8 that's a funky looking decimal. Whoop! 8 minus 8 is 0. And then I bring down the 7. Okay. Let's look at a little bit harder addition down here. Okay. With some more regrouping. Now, of course, y'all know addition is not hard, and most people did really, really well on this, right? Okay, so this is addition. I'm going to fill in my plus sign. And now, as I've told you, you don't have to put in the 0 there, but I like to. It just helps me. So now I'm going to add 0 plus 8 is 8. 5 plus 9. 5 plus 9 is 14. So when I have 14, write 14 over here. You keep the number in the right-hand place, and you regroup the number in the left-hand place to the place next door on the left. So I'm going to put a 1 over here. Okay? Because I've got 10 of this place, which is equal to 1 of the next place. Okay? Now I can add 1 and 4, which is 5, 5 and 7, which is 12. Whoop! My goodness. All right, so let me put a 2. And so a 12, think about it. The 12, I kept the 2. I kept the number in that place. But the 1 is really 10 of the next place, or 10 of the place, so I need to put it in the next place. All right? Oh, forgive me. That's just supposed to be a 1. Okay, so add 1 and 3 is 4. 4. Oh, y'all see what I did? Get that decimal. Okay, there it is. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 9 is 13. So I keep the 3, right? The 1 in the 1's place. And I regroup the 10. Remember that when I have 10 of this place, it's 1 of the next place. So 1 and 6 is 7. Okay. Let's just do one more subtraction for fun. And we'll do 51 and 7 tenths minus, let's just take away 6. And we'll take away 6 and 49 tenths. What about that? Well, we should do thousandths because that's what we do in 6th grade, so we'll make it 491. Okay, so this is your problem. I've set it up for you, which I probably should not have done, but you know now how to line up your decimals. I think we've all got that down. Okay, so I've set it up for you. You finish it. So pause the video, do the problem, and then come back and watch the rest of the video to see the answer. Okay, so I'm going to assume you did what I asked you to do, and you paused the video and you finished, and so I'm going to hope that you remembered to put in these zeros, right? All right, so now you're doing 0 minus 1. Can't do it. You go next door. Lands. Can't do that. 0 minus 9. So I'm going to need to regroup. Take 1, put 10. Okay? But now I'm going to circle that so I can see it's a 10. I still only have 0 here, right? So I'm going to do what? Regroup. Take 1, which means the 10 goes down by 1 and leaves 9. Take 1, put 10. Right next door, right? Right next door. Okay? Now I can subtract. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 6 minus 4 is 2. Hot dog, I didn't need to regroup. Bring down the decimal. And then I have a 1 minus 6. That's not going to work, all right? Can't do 1 take away 6. So I'm going to go next door, regroup. I take 1, and I put 10. 10 plus the 1 that's there is 11, right? Okay, so 11 minus 6. You should have gotten 5. And then we bring the 4 straight down. And that's it. So you could redo some of these problems, ask somebody to make you some problems. Just make sure that the bottom numbers are larger or greater in each place if you want to be forced to regroup. All right, you guys study, and I will see you tomorrow. Everybody's going to do great.